Deep in Australia's Daintree, where the air hums and the light feels ancient, a jewel has hidden in plain sight. The world thinks it knows vanilla until today. This is the Australian vanilla bean, and it is not picked, it is born. For a few sacred hours, an orchid opens, a veil lifts, a human thumb becomes midwife to flavour. Lift, join, press. In that breath, a bean begins, or it never will. We've come to witness thousands of these tiny births, live right here. So the secret this rainforest has guarded can finally step into the light. Vanilla isn't a flavour you find. It's a tiny surgery on a timer.
In Mexico, the vanilla gets pollinated by the world's smallest bee. We don't have those bees here. So very little gets pollinated. If we didn't pollinate, we'd get some just by accident. There's, the odd ant or bug might crawl in there and accidentally pollinate a flower. But on the whole, we have to pollinate every flower. They tried to get that, to take that bee to Madagascar or somewhere, and it didn't survive. The bee will only survive it wants to be in its native Mexico.
Vanilla is the world's most loved, basic flavour. Yet nearly every bean exists because of one human thumb. Outside of Mexico's native pollinators, vanilla must be hand-pollinated, fast, or the flower closes and the bean never forms.
Okay, stem of flower between your two middle fingers. Push these 3 petals up with your tool. Index finger goes in there. Index finger has to be above the little pollen thing. Push the skirt back. Put your tool behind that little flap. There's a little flap in there. Push that little flap up forwards. Push the pollen up behind the flap against the stem and give it a gentle squeeze.
It requires a steady hand.
Yes.
And a good eye. There's a little flap that you've got to pull up and you've got to put the pollen back around behind him. Once you can get that manipulation comfortable, because you need to be quite quick, and you need to be able to be steady. It's kind of a fine little job. If you get good at it, you're going to be good at it fairly early in the piece. Some people just get it straight away. Other people are just not going to be pollinators.
Okay.
Picking or pollinating the flower, as I'm walking around, I'm doing these jobs at the same time. When pollinating gets really, really full on, I'm just going to pollinate. But then I might come back in the afternoon after lunch, because I've noticed when I was pollinating that there's quite a few that need to be picked up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a continuous, it's a continuous thing. You can spend, the more time you spend down here, obviously the better it's going to be. The biggest year we've had to date, we did 28,000. I did mostly myself, 28,000, yeah. On the biggest days in the peak, it would take me up to 4 hours. Because they don't all happen on one day. Okay. It'll start with just 1 or 2, and then 50, and then 100, and 500, and you'll get up to, in the peak, you're going to get up to 1,000 or 1,500, and then it'll come back down again.
Yes.
So it's kind of, as we come out of the end of winter, we'll start to pollinate, and we'll pollinate all the way from, late August, early September through till the end of November.